Welcome back to the Divided Opinion podcast. I'm Alex.
And I'm Sam. And for you, our listener, we're here again to take that deep dive into the source material, really unpack what's most important.
Today, we're plunging headfirst into The Angel of Death Rises Part 2. This is, wow, such a pivotal chapter from The Divided Guardian.
Absolutely.
Last time we saw Angelo, the Angel of Death, doing his vigilante thing in Novaria City, giving criminals that choice, surrender or, execution.
Just dark choices.
Yeah. And his methods, they definitely got noticed. Some powerful people were paying attention. And right where we left off, he was about to have this unexpected reunion.
And this chapter, it doesn't just continue the story. It kind of blows the doors off what we thought we knew about Angelo, his powers, his whole internal world. We are talking about a reveal here that changes basically everything.
Especially about those voices in his head.
Exactly. Red and blue, it gets wild. Mentor's returned and lingering questions.
Okay, so let's get into it. The chapter opens, boom, face-to-face. Angelo and Sleazer, his old mentor.
Right. And what's immediately striking is how, casual Sleazer is, considering he just pops up out of nowhere.
Totally. Angelo's like, what are you doing here? Weren't you supposed to be at the border?
Uh-huh. And were you following me?
And Sleazer just laughs it off. Says things cooled down, like, yeah, right?
It feels deflective. A little bit manipulative, maybe. Sets an uneasy tone from the start.
And then it gets really interesting. Angelo says red and blue, the voices, they picked up on two people tailing them.
Not just one.
Not just Sleazer. And even Sleazer admits, yeah, he noticed someone else too.
Which immediately throws up this big question mark. Who was number two?
And why did they just vanish?
Exactly. Angelo tries to brush it off. Just some errands checking out police work.
But he doesn't sound convinced at all. It feels like foreshadowing, doesn't it?
Definitely. Who else is watching Angelo? What do they want?
Yeah.
Or what are they capable of to just disappear like that? Adds another layer of mystery to everything happening in Novaria.
So Sleazer then tries to shift gears, tells Angelo to lighten up. Live it up, he says. Reminds him he's only 18.
Yeah, and Angelo's response just cuts right through that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not like other kids, never have been.
Oof.
You should know that better than anyone. And then he hits him with, funny thing about trauma, it tends to stick around.
Pow. Straight back to the prologue, right?
Yeah.
That first kill when he was 12.
Exactly. It shows that past doesn't pass for him at all. It's still defining him, shaping this really hard path he's on. Sleazer called it a prison, and it looks like he's still locked inside.
And then there's that quick, kind of awkward, funny bit.
The beard.
Sleazer teases him about the beard, saying he looks older and is trying too hard to look intimidating.
And Red, the voice, immediately mocks Angelo in his head.
Making Angelo curse out loud, and people nearby are just staring.
Huh. It's a small thing, but it does kind of ground him for a second. Shows the teenager under all that intensity. And maybe that flicker of the old mentor-student dynamic. 2, the tether technique and a shocking revelation.
Okay, so Sleazer's still being cagey about why he's really there, but he brings up Angelo's training.
Uh-huh. And Angelo gets defensive, proud even. He boasts about mastering energy tethers.
These glowing energy ropes he uses to move around.
Right. A technique Sleazer apparently mentioned ages ago, but dismissed. Said it was too fragile, too hard for any Orin to really get right.
Which just highlights how exceptional Angelo is, right? Pushing past limits even his mentor thought were impossible.
Definitely. And you can see Angelo feels slighted when Sleazer kind of pretends not to know or downplays it. He clearly takes a lot of pride in mastering this.
So naturally he has to show off.
Go first.
He launches himself off the building, swinging between skyscrapers with these energy tethers like some kind of supernatural acrobat.
Pretty cool visual.
Sleazer seems genuinely impressed, you have to give him that, but then he still catches up almost easily. Shows Sleazer's still got it.
Yeah, keeps that power balance interesting.
Okay, and now, brace yourselves, listener, because this is where things go completely off the rails in the best way possible for the story.
Oh yeah, this is the moment.
Angelo lands on the roof, Sleazer makes some crack about him being a spider person, and before anyone can really react, crimson smoke just pours out of Angelo.
Pours out. Swirling, solidifying.
Into Red, a physical manifestation of Red.
It's huge. Red, who we only knew as this voice, this internal impulse. Now he's standing there, a physical duplicate of Angelo.
Pale, vibrating with manic energy, that predatory grin.
It's not just a plot twist. It fundamentally changes the game. Angelo's internal struggle, it's now external, tangible. You can literally see this darker side confronting Sleazer.
Absolutely. And Red doesn't waste any time, steps right up to Sleazer. The whole friendly mentor act is just Gone. 3, the angel of death revealed. A clash of ideologies.
So with Red physically there, scaring him down, Sleazer drops the act too.
Completely. He pulls out a rolled-up newspaper, unfurls it, and there's the headline.
The Angel of Death, enforcer or vigilante?
And Sleazer's lays it out. The reputation, the 24 confirmed kills.
You can feel Sleazer's pain here. He sounds utterly distraught. Where did I go so wrong?
He even asks if that first kill back when Angelo was 12 somehow flipped a switch and turned him into this professional killer.
It's raw. You see the mentor's heart breaking, fearing what his student has become. The love is still there, but it's mixed with horror.
But Angelo, he doesn't back down an inch, stands his ground.
Defiant.
He actually throws Sleazer's own words back at him, because if staring death in the face doesn't change a man, nothing will.
Wow. Using his own lessons against him.
And then he explains his whole philosophy. Fear of death is the ultimate motivator for real change. Those who won't change course even when facing death, they're beyond redemption. So Angelo concludes, by ending them, I'm protecting their future victims.
It's a brutal kind of logic, isn't it? But it forces you to think about his perspective. What does it take to change someone, really?
Sleazer tries to argue, right? And talks about the burden of taking a life.
Yeah, it brings up the old saying, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. He sees the good intent, maybe, but thinks the path itself is corrupting, destructive.
But Angelo is just unshakable. His eyes are blazing, and he says that line, if I have to burn in hell to fix what's broken in this world, I'll bring the matches myself.
Whoa. That's commitment. Terrifying commitment, maybe, but total conviction. 4, the physical and philosophical climax.
So the argument just keeps escalating. It's intense.
It feels like it's about to explode.
Angelo accuses Sleazer of not being able to handle that he's not a kid anymore, not someone Sleazer can just boss around.
Pushing back hard against that mentor figure.
And then he's just done. He turns and walks right off the edge of the building, just steps off.
It's such a defiant act, almost passive-aggressive in a way.
And this is where Sleazer just snaps. It's the climax, physically and emotionally.
Utterly gut-wrenching. He doesn't dive after him to save him.
No, he launches himself after Angelo to stop him. Violently.
Slams him straight into the concrete wall of the building opposite. Hard.
Leaves an actual Angelo-shaped dent in the wall. The force, the desperation from Sleazer, it's palpable.
It shows just how broken that relationship is, how desperate Sleazer is to, shock him back to reality. It's brutal.
And then almost instantly, the regret hits Sleazer.
Yeah, the anger just drains away. He drops Angelo, who just crumples.
Like a sack of potatoes, the text says. And Sleazer apologizes, but his voice is just empty, flat.
Chilling. And before he leaves, he gives that final warning.
Oh man, that warning. If I can't shatter that twisted sense of justice, then life will just have to do it for me.
And someday, somewhere, something will come around that'll shatter that worldview of yours. I just hope you don't shatter along with it.
Goosebumps. It hangs there, right? What is Sleazer seeing? What's coming for Angelo? V-Blue's manifestation and Angelo's conviction.
So Sleazer leaves. Angelo's left there, probably aching, definitely reeling. And there's this crushing silence.
Until Angelo turns to his other voice. Blue. The quiet one.
Who hasn't said a peep through this whole massive confrontation.
Angelo asks him to come out, share his thoughts, and guess what?
Don't tell me.
Yep, Blue manifests physically too.
No way. A second one.
Azure smoke this time, pours out, solidifies. Another pale copy of Angelo.
Wow. So red and blue can physically manifest. That's incredible.
And blue is the total opposite of red, right? Perfect posture. Calm and collected, adjusting invisible glasses.
The rational intellectual side given form. Fascinating contrast.
So Blue offers his take, much more philosophical.
Yeah, he says, the world isn't black and white. Talks about perspective, how every decision looks different depending on who's looking.
His advice is basically, choose the path whose consequences you're willing to face. Very measured, very Blue.
And Red, who's presumably still standing there, just finds him insufferable. Too brainy.
Of course he does.
But even with these two, like aspects of himself now standing beside him, offering conflicting advice, Angelo doesn't waver.
Still completely resolute.
Okay.
He embraces the Angel of Death title, says if he lets criminals go, he's responsible for their future victims. Their blood is on his hands.
It shows just how deep that conviction runs. Even externalizing these parts of himself doesn't shake his core belief. He's chosen his path.
Blue gives one last warning, though, and it feels important. Understand this. There will be times that put your convictions to the ultimate test.
Foreshadowing again. Heavy foreshadowing.
And red, predictably simple. Do what you think is right and flank the consequences.
Sums them both up perfectly, doesn't it? The rational caution versus the impulsive action.
Yeah.
And Angelo caught between or perhaps embodying both.
Yeah.
Outro.
So where does this leave us? I mean, Chapter 2, Part 2, it's just monumental for Angelo.
A massive turning point, no question.
He's fully embraced this angel of death identity. He's had this incredibly violent emotional showdown with his mentor. And the biggest shocker, red and blue are real, physically real.
That changes everything. It adds this insane layer of complexity to him. Who is he really? And what does this mean going forward?
Yeah, connecting this to the bigger picture, how are red and blue going to operate now? Can they interfere in his missions physically?
Will their conflicting personalities pull him apart even more now that they're, out there? And does this hint at something deeper about Angelo's origins? Is he just an Auron or something? Or
could they be reflections of some, ancient power he's tapped into? Or part of some destiny?
It opens up so many questions. And Sleezer's warning just echoes, doesn't it? Something will come around that'll shatter that worldview.
With his inner conflict literally walking beside him now, is that shattering inevitable? Or will he find some way to integrate them, become something else entirely?
The angel of death has definitely risen. But what that truly means for him, for Hoveria, well, that's the mystery.
You absolutely have to read The Divided Guardian to find out what happens next. We've really only scratched the surface here.
Seriously, go read it. It's an amazing journey.
Subscribe to the Divided Opinion podcast for more deep dives like this one. And check the description for the link to The Divided Guardian.
Definitely. Until next time, keep reading, keep thinking, and keep those curiosity engines running.